Hi everyone, Andrea Rene here for What's Good Wine. I'm back with another video, and because it's been so sunny here in California, I thought why not take the opportunity to talk about one of my favorite sunshine wines, Rosé. You know that you've seen rosé all over the place because it's been booming for the last couple of years. Thanks in large part to people like me, a millennial. Yes, that's right, I like to drink rosé. You're not gonna shame me for it. So you may be wondering, what exactly is rosé? So let me break it down for you. In case you weren't aware, almost every grape that becomes wine has clear juice. That's right, even those deep dark reds that you like to drink, they start out clear because that's just the way most grapes are. But the way that you make them pink is by letting them have contact with the red skins of the grape for just a couple of days. So you just stick the skins in, and then a couple days go by, it gets this nice little pink color, pull the skins out. Boom, you've got rosé. Rosé comes from a lot of different types of grapes, but some of my most favorite varietals to drink of rosé include Rosé of Grenache, Rosé of Pinot Noir, and even a Rosé of Cabernet Sauvignon. Yep, that's right. One of the most popular red wine grapes is also a really tasty rosé. But today, we're going to be trying some more accessible rosés because, let's be honest, when you want a nice, crisp, cold glass of wine when you're sitting outside at a barbecue, at the park, at the pool, wherever, you don't really want to spend a lot of money on it. And the good thing about rosé is you don't have to. So I decided to bring you guys some rosés that you can pick up at your good old neighborhood Target. Should we just call it Target for the rest of the video? Rosés from Target. I like it. Let's get started. The first wine I want to show you is the one that you saw in my previous Instagram post, Rosé Bae. This wine is actually a Target exclusive. And if you can imagine it, it's super popular on Instagram. It's because of this label, right? Everyone just wants to take pictures of it. I mean, hey, I fell for it. This wine says it's got vibrant notes of strawberries and raspberries, along with hints of floral notes. Rosé Bae finishes with a bright and crisp taste that is sure to please. This rosé is not bad. It's a little bit on the sweeter side than something that I would prefer. And the fact that they don't put the blend of varietals on the back means that they're probably mixing some suspect grapes in there to make it a little bit more affordable. So if you like your rosés on the sweeter side, you might want to give this a try. But for a dry rosé girl like me, wasn't really my thing. The next rosé that I want to talk about is Charles & Charles Rosé. So as you can see here, they put their vintage very big on the bottle, right? In big bold letters, 2018. The thing about rosé vintages is that you really want them to be as close to the current year as possible. Because with most whites and rosés, you don't age them. If you lay down a rosé or a white wine, you're doing it wrong. Over 90% of wines are ready to drink right when they're bottled. In fact, even with most reds, you shouldn't age them. But we're gonna get into that in a different video. So this wine, I actually really like, and it's super affordable. So the back of the bottle has the breakdown of the different varietals that are in it, and it's actually made up of 6 different types of grapes: Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, Mourvedre, Grenache, Cabernet, and Cinsault. Did you understand all those words? I didn't really either. There's a lot of grapes in there that you don't really hear a lot about that make really great blends. But the one grape that's the biggest, Syrah, and Rosé of Syrah is tasty. This one is definitely a thumbs up. So this one that I'm holding is called Yeswe Rose, and as you can see, I really like this one. It's one of my favorite wines to drink because it's just so light and crisp and refreshing. So the back of the bottle reads that it's dry, refreshing, and made in the south of France. Yeswe Rose is the dream turned reality of Erica and Nikki, best friends on a mission, that's adorbs, to make quality rosé that doesn't take itself too seriously. And I like how they made a lot of different, they've kind of Frenchized, none of those really work. But they put accent marks on the E's and some of the words just to kind of make it look like rosé, which I think is pretty cute. And the bottle is super clean looking too. I really love the design of this. You wouldn't probably guess that this wine is a product of France, but that's why it's probably so delicious, because the French have got rosé making down to a science. One of the best parts about Yeswe Rosé, it's just 110 calories and 2 grams of sugar for a 5-ounce serving. You guys, 110 calories, that's it. You know what that means? You can drink the whole bottle by yourself. So the next two are 2 very different kinds of wine. and I left them unopened because I do want to try them with you on camera. So this one is actually one of my favorite rosés. It's called The Palm by Whispering Angel. Whispering Angel is a go-to rosé for me whenever I'm in restaurants. It's something that you'll see on almost every wine list across the country, and I'm super glad that they decided to unveil The Palm, which is a little bit more affordable and just as delicious. The Palm is kind of like the hipper, more Instagram-friendly cousin of Whispering Angel. Whereas Whispering Angel is like fancy Friday date night, The Palm is like day drinking on a Sunday afternoon. You can tell that it's a French rosé because of that color. Do you remember in the Wink video when I was talking to you about that rosé? I really love a rosé that is this really light pale color. It doesn't even really look pink, it almost looks more apricot in color. That's how you know that it spent very little time touching the skins and that you're gonna get a nice crisp wine. Oh yeah, that's delicious. I'll be drinking that later. So the last wine I want to talk about today is the Kim Crawford Rosé. I've actually never tried this wine before, and can you believe it? I resisted opening it and tasting it before I shot the video. Good job, me! But in all seriousness, you've definitely heard of Kim Crawford. It's one of the most popular Sauvignon Blancs in the world. You can find it in tons of restaurants, you can find it at Costco, and you can absolutely find it at Target, where I found all of these wines. And when I saw that they were making a rosé, I'd never tried a rosé from New Zealand before, because New Zealand traditionally known for their Marlborough County Sauvignon Blancs, but I was like, why not give it a whirl? So we're gonna taste it. The back of the bottle reads, "Our very special dry rosé, affectionately known as Pansy for its vivacious and vibrant character, has been a winery favorite since its first vintage in 2002. Wow, they've been keeping this a secret for that long? Our grapes, grown in New Zealand, deliver a bright and juicy rosé with a fresh berry fruit and watermelon flavors and a refreshing dry finish." Let's give this Kim Crawford a taste. So here's my thing about Kim Crawford. I used to be obsessed with Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc. You see their commercials on TV, you can find them in almost any store, but I kind of grew out of the more grassy grapefruit and citrus flavors that you get in a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. So I stopped drinking Kim Crawford because I think I just drank so much of it, I got kind of immune to the flavor of it and then I couldn't drink it anymore. But we're gonna see how the rosé stands out. Just takes a couple sips to really get the berry flavor to come through. Oh wow, that's excellent. I was pretty skeptical about Kim Crawford making a delicious rosé, but I mean, they're one of the biggest winemakers in the world. I should have known that they would nail this. But here's the thing about the Kim Crawford rosé that I'm really not a fan of. It was the most expensive out of all of these wines. Now I know that Kim Crawford is a household name, but just because it's a household name doesn't mean that you should pay more just to drink it. Now, if you like it, pay what you want. Value is all in what you get out of the product, right? And so if you really like it, do what you want and what makes you happy. But I would tell you, you're gonna get a lot of other rosés that are equally good, if not better, for a cheaper price point. Out of these 5 rosés that you can get at Target right now, my #1 recommendation, Yeswe Rose. It's great, it's crisp, it's easy, it's got a twist top, no fuss. Yeswe Rose is a great pick. Runner up, just because I love Whispering Angel so much, and how pretty is this bottle, is the Palm. It's delicious, it's tasty. The only thing is, it's on the higher end of the price point. Generally, I see this for $19.99. I happen to get it on sale at Target for $15.99, making it a little bit more palatable. But like I said, you shouldn't really be spending more than 20 bucks on a bottle of rosé. Really, like 10 to 12 is the sweet spot. Hopefully this helps you, and hopefully you'll be sipping some of these rosés poolside soon, because like I mentioned, you can get them at Target right now. And that's gonna do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed my Target Rosés video, and that maybe it's inspired you to go enjoy a glass of your own. Summer is almost here, and rosé season is just heating up. Plus, I'm gonna have a future video on rosé cocktails, because rosé wine is one of the best to make cocktails with. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to follow me at What's Good Wine on Instagram. Leave me a comment below if you've tried one of these, or if you've got a rosé recommendation for me to try. And I'll see you next time.